Hi, I'm George Stancliffe, and I found a used bookstore that has a bunch of books outside on the sidewalk and a little display. And a few weeks ago I was there and I got a few of those books. I thought, oh, these are probably the discount thing, probably a buck each or 50 cents or whatever. And I went in and asked the lady, the owner, I said, I found these on the display outside. How much are these? They're free. Just take them. Everything on that display, on the rack out there, that's all free. Just take. Oh, okay, great. So, as a speed reading teacher, sometimes I need some extra books to practice speed reading when I have kids come over or I teach a class. They have books they can choose from. The important thing is on these books is that they have to be real easy to speed read, like second, third, fourth, or fifth grade level is generally the level I go for. And the size of the font's got to be big, big, big. At least as big as you can. The bigger, the better. The most important thing is avoid the little tiny, tiny, tiny font size that you get with a lot of these books, especially when they're written for adults. There's a book that I cannot speed read tiny, tiny, tiny font. I can speed read, some of this other stuff, but the really tiny stuff that's written for adults, if it's a tiny font, I have to read it slowly because I cannot speed read that tiny font. And there's a lot of people that struggle with speed reading when it's small size font, and I'm one of them. That was one reason I struggled learning to speed read in the first place, and it took me a while to figure out that's my handicap. But once I just speed read with electronic books now, right? I use my Amazon Kindle app, or I use Caliber app on my laptop. I can speed read fine. 1,000, 1,500 words a minute, sometimes faster than that. But for me, that's pretty good. I'm 67 years old, and speed reading is enjoyable. I speed read almost every day. And but getting back to this discount rack, which actually they're free, I just wanted to show you how this works. So I don't know if every single used bookstore has a rack outside and everything's free. I suspect that most of them will charge you. It's a discount rack, maybe a buck each, and just go in there and pay your $1. But maybe I'm wrong. I'll check this out with another one of these used bookstores where I know that's down the road a ways. But let's go to the one here and just look, and I'll show you what kind of books I can find that are great for learning how to speed read. So let me show you here. Okay, we're coming up to the store. It's a bookstore, new and used books and art gallery. So here we go. So look at this one. Here's a book. Oh, The Incredible Journey. I've actually seen the movie on that one. That was a kid book, but look at the size of the font on that. That is really tiny font. When you're speed reading or teaching speed reading, do not get this size font. That is one I will never use for a speed reading class. That's too small. Some kids will be able to speed read it, but some will not. You want everyone in the class to be able to speed read it, okay? So that one's out. That's actually a good book. It's just not the right font size. Beverly Cleary, Henry and Ribsy. Okay, look at the size of the font on this one here. Okay, got that? Much bigger size font. That one's okay. Try to keep it that big or bigger every time. That's a good size for teaching speed reading. So I'm gonna keep this one since they're free. Might as well pick up some books for my. I'll leave some so that if any of you happen to come by here, you'll be able to pick up. This one's good. Okay, good size, not too close together. The lines help. It's Parents' Day at DSA, Dragons Slayers Academy. That's a good one. Okay, so I'll take that one. My Life as a Book. Let's see if this one is Janet Tashigia. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, look at this. Large. That is large font size. That is really good. This one's good. Not too many words per page. That's all right. Not too many pictures. Little pictures on the side. That's all right. That is good. It might be a little over 100 words per page. That's no big deal. Okay, I'm keeping that one. Shortcuts for Teachers. Strategies for reducing classroom workload. No, that's for teachers. Look at the tiny size font. That is not going to work at all. Skip that. I don't care if it's for kid book or adult book. That's not good for teaching speed reading. And let's go through a couple more here. Jane Blonde. Okay, Golden Spy. Look at this. She's out of this world. Okay, Jane Blonde. Let's open that up. Okay, that's not super small, but it's not super big. But it's big enough. I would say this is okay. Speed read this one. That's good. This one you can speed read. And this is maybe 200 words per page. That's actually good. If you do it 200 words per page, you go 5 seconds a page. That's 12 times, that's 2,400 words a minute. You can speed read in that one pretty easily at 5 seconds per page. So there you have it. And there's other ones here that, like Wizard of Oz and some of these, probably going to be okay. Another Jane Blonde one. There's other children's books in here. Judy Blume. So I'm not going to take everything, but you can get some good books. You can get some good books for teaching speed reading to your daughter or your son. Or if you're a school teacher, just come pick up 5. There's some down there on the bottom shelf. They look like they're pretty good for checking out. So who knows, maybe a large percentage of the books here on this rack are actually pretty good for teaching speed reading. And they're free. Now I'm going to check the other used bookstore or closer to where I live. And I'm going to do another little video and we'll see. And then I'll ask the owner, are these free or do you have to pay $1 each? Either way, it's cheap. It's a cheap way to learn how to speed read. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks. Hi, I'm here at near another used bookstore, and this one has books outside as well, like the other one. And this one, there's all these books. I don't know if they're on. Oh, there we go. Books in the bin, $2 each. Bin, $2 each. Okay, so let's just see what books they have. Okay, so we can see that they're regular books. There's a couple kid books, but nothing like the ones we were getting at the other bookstore. So maybe those don't sell. Maybe my guess is that those types of books just don't make that much money. These are mostly romance books, that kind of stuff. Some random stuff out there. Oh wait, no, we got some here. Animorphs. That's actually a good one. So these are $2 each. And those are, look at that size of the font. That's really good. So for $2 each, you can get some nice books at a bookstore that has them out here. So there's a good way to get a good deal on books that are great for speed reading. What you want is a large size font. See that? Large size font, real easy to read. 3rd grade level, 4th grade level, 5th grade level. That's perfect for teaching speed reading to kids. However, not every bookstore has them out for free out on the front, right out front. Some do. This one is borderline. That's not real big, but it's not super small. I would say that's borderline. Try to get it bigger than that if you can. But that's potentially okay for, well, it's probably okay for some people. It might be too small for some others. But these other ones, look at this Animorphs. Definitely bigger. A lot larger size print. So you definitely want to get larger size print if you can. Okay?